Well, greetings and great afternoon, everyone. Happy holidays. I hope you are enjoying your holiday season thus far. We are having a lot of shifts and energy that's taking place and going on right now, and I'm sure you can feel it. I know it's been a while since I have graced you with a video. Please forgive me. I have been going through my own sense of transformation and shifts and changes, and I haven't been as present on the video platform, but I am making a commitment now, not even going to wait to 2020, to be more consistent in sharing videos with you all. And what I need from you, what would really, really be helpful, is to just let me know what it is you want to hear more about, because then that way I can give you more of what you're wanting and more of what you're needing based on the information and the skill sets that I have. Do you want to hear more about how to raise your frequency, how to heal yourself, working with Qigong and other energy modalities, health and nutrition, videos on how to transition into a healthier lifestyle, eating plant-based, meditation videos. You just let me know, drop your comments below. I will read them all and respond. And I think it'll be a wonderful way to start the new year, us creating, a list or a schedule of videos that really speak to what it is you're wanting to learn. So I am here to serve you, and thank you for showing up. Thank you for being a part of my channel, for being a part of my tribe. Even if you don't comment or like my videos, just taking the energy to be present, it really means a lot. So thank you. Get that out of the way. So 2019 is almost over. We're coming to an end, and what a year it's been, right? I'm sure, like most of you, we have had quite a journey this year. There's been a lot of growth on a lot of levels, especially spiritually. And that just lets us know we're right in alignment, because really the journey of life is about our spiritual growth and our evolution of consciousness. So, life will present us things, challenges, hardships, not always bad things either. Sometimes really amazing and powerful, joyful things that come into our life, like new relationships and promotions on jobs and career changes that really force us to step up and to grow and to evolve. So you can comment below some of the turning points that have happened in your life this year. I would love to hear about them. One of the things that has happened to me recently is meeting my future life partner, and we connected just, not that long ago, but when you know, you know, and we are both in deep, deep gratitude for our reunion, because we know that this is not our first time around, but we are definitely what each of us had prayed for and had called in and attracted, and we found each other because we were in alignment with each other. And in another video one day I'll share that story, but yeah, it's a powerful thing, and things have just been moving. Lots of shifts have been taking place in my life, and it's really amazing. So I guess the purpose of this video today is to kind of talk about this solar eclipse that we're going to have tomorrow, or today, depending on where you are in the world. Now, we just had a beautiful winter solstice, and we are probably still feeling the effects of that. And I don't know about you, but for me, it was a very relaxing, meditative time. I spent a lot of time going in, a lot of time reflecting on this whole year and all that's happened in this year. Being that we are now also getting ready to end not only the year, but the decade. So there's a whole 10-year cycle that is coming to an end. So this solar eclipse, this new moon solar eclipse that we are getting ready to experience is really about closing out those old chapters, ending those old soul contracts, and all about embracing new beginnings. So there's a lot of newness coming in with this particular energy, which is a really exciting time, right? It's a really exciting time to be able to step into a new year, new perspectives, new ideas, new knowledge, and new information. All of these things that are coming in, these downloads, if we are still, we can kind of be more receptive of them. So think about what it is that you are ready to really let go of. What characteristics, what thoughts, what emotional states, what beliefs that you may have still been holding on to that you're like, I'm done with this. I'm done with playing small. I'm done with, limiting self-talk. I am done with putting others before myself and always, putting myself last. Like really take the time to go within and think about that, because this energy of this eclipse is really going to support us in letting go, because, it's aligned at the South Node, and the South Node is all about releasing and really letting go of the past. Okay. So this is a wonderful time to kind of really tune into self. I know we've probably been doing this a lot over the last couple of weeks, but really, really like diving deep into what it is we're ready to release, and think about what it is we're wanting to invite into our lives, right? So again, when we close one door, then there are like 5, 6, 7 more that open. So be ready for that newness that's coming in, because you've been doing the work, right? You've been calling things in. And now the universe is really working to support us with helping us to manifest the things that we really, truly desire. Okay? So just being clear on intentions, setting those intentions. If you haven't already, it's a great time to set intentions for where you want to go in this new year and in this new cycle that we're entering into, right? So I feel like there's a lot of powerful energy supporting us, being that we're in the season of Capricorn. Capricorn is ruled by the planet Saturn. So with Saturn, sometimes, Saturn sometimes gets a bad rap, because it can present challenges. But it's really a planet that really helps us to refine ourselves and really pushing us into our greatness, right? And so sometimes we do experience hardships or some challenges that really work to help us evolve and to push beyond our comfort zone and to really see what it is that we are made of. So if you are in that space, if you are going through something that's super challenging right now or a hard time, know that this is part of the orchestration to help you step into the fullness of who you are, right? And we're all experiencing that at some point or another. It's like this ebb and flow of life. So it's never going to always be smooth sailing, right? We didn't sign up for that. We signed up for that resistance, right? To help us to grow, to refine us, and to just help us to escalate along our journey, our spiritual journey. So know that, even though we're going through this really magical time of expansion and growth and in new beginnings, that there could be some things that pop up that are there so that we can actually just evolve even more or move beyond that which we even thought was possible for ourselves. So keep that in mind. Yes. And I've been kind of like really doing some research, and I'm not an astrologer by any means, but I find astrology very fascinating. And there are several people that I follow on YouTube. And so I just wanted to, give you a couple of things that you can take with you or maybe integrate as we get ready to move through this eclipse energy over the next couple of days. And we are in what's called eclipse season, so there's going to be in 2 weeks from now another eclipse, a lunar eclipse, which has its own energy. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that later, okay? So Capricorn, Capricorn is all about mastery. It's about stepping into our fullness. It's about maturity. It's about having a sense of direction, taking ownership over one's life. So think about those areas in your life where you are working on that mastery. This is a good time to really put the energy into that and really be intentional how you're moving over the next several weeks in that direction. So for me, one of my intentions, or one of the things I'm working on as far as mastery in this phase of my life, is mastery of my health. And I'm not in bad health. Give thanks. I do all right. I eat pretty healthy. I'm starting to be more consistent in my workouts and in my spiritual practice. However, I feel compelled to go deeper. So I'm going to be starting a series of cleanses and detoxes that are going to be more outside of my comfort zone. So for an example, I'm wanting to do a 21-day raw food fast. And I've never done a 21-day raw food fast. I've done a 7-day raw food fast. I've done a 7-day juice fast, but I've never done 21 days of straight purification. So that's challenging me, right? But because I'm stepping into this place of wanting to master my health, I know that that's something that I need to do. And this is something a goal I've set for myself. So think about what it is you want to master in your life and how you can kind of push yourself maybe a little bit more than you have done in the past so that you can actualize that very same thing that you're wanting to master, okay? Be open to change. So with eclipses come shifts, pretty radical shifts sometimes, depending on what planets are at play. So I have, to my understanding, Jupiter is also like conjunct to the sun and the moon in this eclipse in Capricorn. So think about expansion, right? Think about moving beyond what's comfortable, growth. So, maybe you've been wanting to make a step, you've been wanting to quit your job, or you've been wanting to start a new business, you've been wanting to, end a relationship or maybe start a new relationship. Be open to exploring those changes because now is the time, the cosmos are supporting us in that change. So don't be afraid. That's my point here. Don't be afraid to do it. Like if it's been on your heart, it's been on your spirit, go for it. You won't be disappointed. All right. Because really fear is the only thing that holds us back. We don't know unless we try, right? Unless we do. That's a better word. Listen to your inner guidance, right? So we are very much into the winter season, very yin energy. Things are slowing down. I always, usually in my videos when I'm giving tips, to tell you to meditate. So this video will be no different. This is a great time to go within, to meditate. There are a gazillion meditation videos on YouTube. All right, there are lots of apps out there that can support you in your meditation journey. So no excuses there. Meditation can just be simply focusing on your breath. It doesn't have to look any particular way. It's really getting you to focus and kind of come more within yourself. So it's about being internally focused rather than externally focused. So It is through meditation that we can really tune into that inner guidance, that we can really start to hear as we quiet the mundane world and the monkey mind, that we can really hear the voice of our true self and that true guidance that is always there and always supporting us and moving in the direction that we want to go. Okay? So make time to meditate, especially now as we move through this really powerful time of the eclipse season. Okay? And I don't know about you, but I just intuitively have been doing some reflecting on not only the past year, but over the past decade. So this is a good time to kind of do a little review, a little life review, and notice what's happened over the last 10 years since 2009. Just some pivotal shifts that have happened in your life. Maybe changes in your career, changes in your health, changes in relationships, patterns you may have started to notice or have noticed over the last 10 years. And just really observe, really from a detached view, right? Without judging yourself, without judging it too much. Just kind of noticing what's happened over the last 10 years. You may even want to journal, write these things down. I went into a meditation where I was just kind of in my mind's eye, just seeing these pivotal things that happened over the last 10 years, me coming into my knowledge of energy work, of doing Qigong, of meeting certain people who are still in my life, of the relationships that I've had, the partners that I've had over the last 10 years, what I learned from those relationships, and how it all led me to be where I am right here, right now. No regrets, because it's all made me into the woman that I am today. So I appreciate even the challenging times, most challenging times that I went through, right? The heartbreak, the heartache, the loss, the disappointment, all of those things helped me to be who I am today. So, it's a great idea to just kind of spend some time in that self-reflection and looking back on your life, and you'd be surprised like how much you've grown over the last 10 years and how much you've learned, how many blessings have come into your life. We want to focus on the good things, and give thanks for even the things that weren't so good, because they really did help to shape us into who we are in the here and now. Okay? And just learning to embrace all aspects of yourself. I think that's so important, especially now, right? Being able to embrace the wholeness of ourselves and just giving thanks for who we are, giving thanks for the teachers who have come to us, the mentors, the materials that have found their way into our lives, the energies that we've attracted and the ones that we've released so that we could be, healthier, happier beings. And this is a wonderful time to just be in a space of gratitude and really giving thanks for what has happened in this last cycle of our lives. So, anytime we focus on gratitude, we're helping to raise our frequency. We're helping to put ourselves in this spirit of attracting more in this more magnetic space. And it just makes us feel really good, right? So making time for gratitude is also something that we can do to support us as we move through this beautiful time during the solar eclipse. And yeah, just embracing the new, right? It's a new year, 2020. 2020 is a wonderful, when we think about 2020, we think about vision, right? So really aligning ourselves with our vision. And if you don't have a vision, trying to embrace one. Because without a vision, where are you going to go? You're just kind of wandering around aimlessly. So really getting clear on the vision of what it is you're wanting to do with your life. Thinking about your life purpose You know, what is your life purpose? You get to decide that. Um, what are you living for? Who are you living for? You know, what is it that you're wanting to leave behind as far as your legacy? You know, these are very Capricorn things to think about. So spending some time just meditating on those things uh, is also wonderful. And, you know, just spending some time loving self, self-love, that's always going to be on my list. Making time to nurture yourself, whatever that looks like for you. Spending time around people you love, spending time doing things that bring you joy, spending time, you know, with friends and family members if you have them, um, or listening to inspirational things that really lift your spirits. You know, that's a wonderful time or wonderful to do around this time of the year or any time of the year, really. You know, it's always a good time to have your spirits lifted. Yeah, so I guess my biggest thing is, you know, these are just some things, some notes that I took when I was listening to different people talk about the eclipse, and I really just wanted to share the love with you. And really just being intentional right now. That's probably the most important thing, like being intentional with where you give your energy, being intentional about what you're taking in to your space, what you're taking into your body, um, making wise choices, right? Doing that review, looking at the patterns, looking at the choices and things that you've made over the decade, and then choosing to do things that are even better, right? Things that are moving into the direction of your dreams. Taking action steps every day that are moving you in that direction. But being intentional, I think, is like really the core and the foundation. So set those intentions. A lot of us do what's called New Year's resolutions or declarations, things of that nature. Just be sure to tune in to the why. Like, why am I making this intention? Why am I making this resolution? Why am I making this declaration? Because it's really the why that has that emotional connection that'll keep you going, right? Because, you know, we can say, oh, I want to be healthy. Oh, I want to work out and I want to have my best body ever. And then a month after going to the gym, we slowly start going back into our old habits because we really haven't connected to the why, right? And so if your why is, I want to live to be 100 years old, I want to live to see my great grandchildren, you know, I want to be pain free, you know, whatever it is that's driving you, your why is really what's going to keep you rooted and keep you on track and keep you motivated, even when you don't want to do it, right? So make sure that you're connecting to the why when you're setting your intentions or your resolutions or whatever you call it. You know, it's really just creating that vision for yourself and having those goals, okay? So that is my video for today. Feel free to comment below if you want to share some of your intentions for 2020 and beyond, or your resolutions, or if you want to be a little more personal, share your why. You know, I'd love to read them, and you can inspire me as well as others on the feed. Thank you so much for tuning in today. This is technically Christmas Day, so if you're watching this on this day, thank you for taking time out of your day. But over the next couple of days, this energy is going to be really, really powerful and really prevalent. And there's so many shifts happening right now. I don't know about you, but I just really feel like, you know, really lifted and elevated lately. But, you know, several weeks ago, I went through this period of where I was feeling really tired and really lethargic. So as these cosmic shifts are happening, you may notice some changes in your body. Just know that that's part of it. It's okay if your body's telling you to rest, then get more sleep. You know, if you're feeling really energized, then find something that, you know, that's productive that you can do and put that energy into it, you know, so that it's working for you. And being really intentional again about where you're putting your energy right now, right? Because that's so important. As creators, know that at every moment you are creating your reality. So it's important that you do that with intention. So have an amazing rest of this week, and I look forward to reading your comments. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Promise more videos are coming, and I look forward to seeing you all very soon. Have an amazing day.